Hey everyone, this is Buddha Being with Mother's Gym, here to give the weekly reading for October 13th through the 19th. This is the weekly reading for October 13th through the 19th. And so I ask that you pick a card, 1, 2, or 3. You can either pick 2, you can pick all 3, whatever you are called to do, okay? So I will get started. If you would like a more in-depth reading with me, please look in the description below. Stay woke? All right, let's get started. The first card is the Six of Cups. Now is the time for you to go back to the things that make you happy, things that you have passion for. This card is a reminder of to go back to things of your childhood that make you feel at ease and stress-free. You know, a lot of times we spend so much time being adults and adulting and things of that nature that we forget to stop and enjoy things in a childlike nature. You know, experience things for the first time, enjoy the pleasures of the small little things and pleasant small little things and pleasantries of now. Six of Cups is reminding us to laugh a little, breathe out a little, you know, do something fun, do something that makes you feel more like of yourself. Stay woke. Card number 2. The Devil. Now is the time for us to really get down to the root of ourselves. Now is the time for us to figure out what are our triggers and our traumas and the root of those and how that we can discover them and begin to pluck them. The first step of this is acknowledging that there even is an issue so that you can begin the steps to be a better version of yourself. You see the Devil card, it is required of us to go into the shadowy parts of ourselves that no one else sees so that we can get rid of those not so favorable traits that we don't like about ourselves. Not what others say about us, but what we don't like about ourselves. When you see the Devil card, also it calls for us to get a little kinky, get to our freaky side, into the taboo things that you like to endure outside of what society has for you or what society says that you're supposed to do. What is it that you like to do? The Devil card is also a dire need for change, but there's something that you're not doing. You are getting in your own way. This is habits, addictions. This is a time for you to get help if you need to. It's time for you to acknowledge that maybe there is an issue or there is a problem in your life, and that is okay. Everyone has the issues. So now is a great time for you to seek out help, seek out advice in some way so that you can get through those addictions if you have them, those triggers and traumas if you want to get through them in one piece, and a new person and regenerated on the other side. Stay woke. Card 3. The Magician in reverse. Remember that you are powerful, that you hold the key in everything that you need to succeed, but you have to see it for yourself. When you have the Magician in reverse, this is a card of you're sleeping on your own magic, you're sleeping on yourself and your potential, and that now may be the time for you to do a little bit of more self digging and exploration and a little bit more research before getting back out there. But know that setbacks don't mean failure. When you see the Magician in reverse, it's also a time to go back to the drawing board, but understand that going back to the drawing board again is not failure. This is a time for us to reevaluate where it is we want to go and what it is that we need to do, and to realize that we have the power. You see, this is the Cups, and you have the creative power, the financial power. You are the master of all that you believe that you can do. You just have to believe it. Okay? All 3. This week, some of us are going to really be digging into things of our past, of our childhood that we really want to heal and overcome, and realize that no matter what, you still are protected. You still, you have the power. You just have to believe in yourself and know that you are worth everything that you pursue. A lot of our shadow work is going to be done, and we must remember to maintain the light and be happy and keep the joys about ourselves, to find things that we are passionate about, to find things that appeal to us, nobody else, nobody in society, but what works for you. Because when you do things that are for others, you're not living your best life. You're not shining in your best light. You're operating for others and living within others. Also, this is also a time for us to figure out the things that we need to overcome. If there are any addictions or any bad habits that are hindering us from being the best version of ourselves, it's a really good time to focus on those so that we don't have to revisit these shadowy parts again. So that if they do come up, we're able to address them and heal from them and overcome them in a timely manner because we know what they are. And remember, healing isn't an overnight thing. It takes a process. Sometimes it's an ongoing thing, but the first step is to acknowledge and know that there is an issue or there is something that you want to overcome so that you can be a better version of yourself. A lot of it will become from things of our past. A lot of things of our past are going to come up this week, and we're going to have to face them and address them the best way we know how for ourselves, for our emotional wealth and health. And know that in all that you do, you are magical, and that you have the tools that you need to do to achieve this feat. Stay woke. All right, this is the October 13th through the 19th weekly reading. If you would like a more intense, in-depth reading, the information is in the description. Stay woke.